Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar with Marianne from Bern and Celine from Interlaken. So here at the Swiss CVB, we always like to keep you up to date on what's happening in Switzerland. So first we'll start with some general information and news, and then we will continue with our experts in Switzerland. If you have any questions, please use the chat box on the right-hand side and ask any questions in there, and we'll answer them at the end of the webinar. For your information, you will also receive a recording link to this, as well as the PDF file of the slides. Okay, so my name is Caroline, and here today with me I have Natalie and Justine. We are in sunny New York right now, whereas my colleagues are over in Switzerland, where it's getting into the winter mood, so we're super excited about that. So we are also happy to see that we have many familiar names on today's participants list. Some of you have traveled to Switzerland with us, some are due to go soon, and some are also new to the Swiss Convention Incentive Bureau, so that's great news. For those of you that are not familiar with our services, let me quickly tell you what we can do for you. We're basically your one-stop shop and are here to assist you with any type of questions you may possibly have regarding planning your next event in Switzerland. Whether it's just a quick question or whether it's assistance through the entire RFP, we're here to make your life easier. We're also excited to announce that we are also covering destination weddings, which is a new segment to us. So if any of you or your colleagues are working on such projects, please let us know, and we can talk you through of how we can assist you and what materials that we have. But for now, sit back, relax, and let us take you on a journey through Switzerland. We would like to show you why Switzerland has this perfect setting that you can see on this picture. To start off, let me remind you how small Switzerland is. We literally, like the Switzerland, you could put into the US like over 240 times. But that also means that you can experience a huge variety in a very little time. More to that to come. Switzerland is also very easy to reach. It's only an 8-hour flight from the East Coast, and we are in the heart of Europe, which makes it super easy to get to from around Switzerland, but also to travel within Switzerland. Here is just a quick overview of our flights. Basically, from all the major US hubs, you can fly into Zurich or Geneva, and then for the European delegations, we also have local airports within Switzerland. There's also every quarter or so we get new flights. So here the exciting news is that the new flights will be from DC. And then once you are in Switzerland, it's super easy to get around. From the airport, whether it's Zurich or Geneva, it's less than 10 minutes into the city center. And then we have the best public transportation system in the world. Sorry, I'm a little bit braggy here, but it's actually true. It's super easy to get around and use different type of transportation systems also for your programs. For example, if you have an incentive, you could easily take your clients on a train and get them to experience the French and German-speaking part of Switzerland within a day, or even make a stop in one of the surrounding countries. It's not just easy to get around, but you can also enjoy the breathtaking views while getting from A to B. So we encourage you to make the transfers part of your programs. So I hope that in the little time I had, I could whet your appetite. And if I couldn't enough convince you, then I'm sure that my colleague Natalie, with her examples, will give you more inspirations.
Thank you, Caroline. So as she was talking of these beautiful trains in Switzerland, I was actually just in Switzerland a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to share a little insider tip with you. So as you may know, a lot of flights actually arrive early in the morning, and not everybody can sleep overnight on the plane, so your delegates will be tired and don't want to do much, but you also don't want to send them to bed straight away, right? You want to show them the country and want to give them fun activities. So we actually did these two really exciting activities. One is a bread making workshop that you can do in Zurich, actually right by the lake. It's a beautiful location as well. And we also did chocolate decorating, as you can both see here on the picture. Both are very, very fun activities for groups in general, but especially for arrival day, because they keep them active without being too active with hiking and God knows what. So I very much recommend doing either of those or both if you can. I would say the bread making is probably a bit more limited location-wise, but chocolate you can do anywhere in Switzerland. Now to some key reasons why you should actually choose Switzerland. While English is widely spoken and everything is easily accessible, we also have the lowest VAT in Europe, as well as a stable currency with the Swiss franc, and you can see the exchange rate right here. And the Swiss Plus is not only in our flag, but it's also in the added value. This is a very important slide. So first of all, the price that you quote is really the final price, or that you get in a quote, sorry. There is no additional tax and no gratuity added. So we also don't have resort fees or any of the plus that you're used to from here in the US and in Canada. So when you see a price, that's really the final price as it is. We also often refer to as Switzerland as being Europe in a nutshell. So you can even see it just from this picture alone, that you can be by the lake amidst the palm trees and still be surrounded by the mountains. And within just 1 or 2 hours, you can be up on the mountains in the glaciers and then back down in the city, basically. So it's very diverse, and we also have 12 UNESCO World Heritage Sites that add to that diversity. For example, pictured here, the castles of Bellinzona, which are actually in the same region as the picture before. So that's the Ticino in the Italian part of the country. But we also continuously invest in state-of-the-art facilities to keep the infrastructure modern and up to date. And before we go into that, our wintry invention of the month, I would say, is the bobsled, which was actually invented in Switzerland in the birthplace of winter, which is St. Moritz. So here you can see the first bobsled races taking place in the late 19th century. And now Justine will give you an overview of our most exciting hotel and conference center openings and renovations.
Yes, thank you, Natalie. The first project I want to mention concerns the Zurich Convention Center that is currently undergoing renovation. It will reopen in March 2021 with a capacity of up to 4,500 delegates and will be completely climate neutral. So if you're looking to organize sustainable events, then this is the perfect place for your conferences, events, and so on. Another really exciting project is the Circle, located directly at Zurich Airport. It's going to be a destination in itself, as there will be not only 2 Hyatt hotels with a total of 555 rooms, but also restaurants, bars, a gym, a convention center, of course, and all of this will open in August 2020. And finally, the last project I want to mention is the renovation and the rebranding of the Hotel Palace located in the charming city of Lucerne. It will reopen end of 2020 and will be managed by the Mandarin Oriental Hotel Group. And the new name of this hotel will be Mandarin Oriental Palace Lucerne.
Thank you so much, Justine. So with this, no further delay. I'm happy to introduce you to Marianne and Celine, who are eager to tell you all about their destinations, and they are currently in Switzerland, where it's 6 p.m.
Hello, everybody. Grüß euch miteinander. This is how we say hello in Bern. My name is Marianne, and I'm your main contact at Bern Meeting and Events when it comes to city and region of Bern. Today with me is my colleague Celine from Interlaken Congress and Events.
Hi guys! Bern is basically Switzerland in a nutshell, where urban lifestyle, lakes, and snow-covered summits meet in one region. For the next few minutes, we would like to take you on a culinary-themed journey through the region of Bern. And after our presentation, you will hopefully agree that Bern and Interlaken are a lot more than just Switzerland's capital region, the gateway to the Alps and famous Jungfraujoch, or an outdoor adventure mecca amidst the stunning natural scenery.
The way to the heart is through the stomach. This is why we really want to make sure that our guests also get to sample the variety of regional products and living traditions that will please both body and soul. There's time for tasting, viewing, and trying things out for yourself during our team experiences. Shared enjoyment is not only double the fun, it also strengthens team spirit, ensuring even greater team success. So get inspired and return back to your office desk refreshed and motivated. So let's indulge into the topic with some culinary facts about Bern you most probably haven't been aware of.
Everyone knows what a cheese fondue is all about, but the region of Bern has many more food specialities on offer, from ginger liqueur to the almond bear cake, Mandelberli, and Mount Eiger gin. Did you know that Bern is the birthplace of premium Swiss chocolate? In the 19th century, chocolate history was made in the old town of Bern. In a former factory hall, Rudolf Lindt developed the conching process, creating the melt-in-your-mouth chocolate we know and love today. This inspired many other chocolatiers, as also the inventor of Toblerone, the most famous chocolate brand in the world. Did you know that every single Toblerone bar that is sold around the world is still produced in Bern? Swiss chocolatiers are still among the best in the world, and the Swiss are also world champions when it comes to eating chocolate. They are global leaders with more than 10 kilograms of the sweet stuff consumed per person per year. So it's no wonder that chocoholics find themselves in seventh chocolate heaven in Bern.
Bern and beer, they go together like hops and malt, and Bern is considered the beer capital of Switzerland, thanks to the highest density of microbreweries in the country. Fermenting and brewing happens particularly everywhere. In traditional family-owned breweries like the one of Rugenbräu in Interlaken, but also in unconventional places such as garages, basements, and even laundry rooms within the city of Bern.
The city and region of Bern also boasts the highest density of gourmet restaurants within the country. Last but not least, many Swiss handcrafts and traditions, such as Emmental cheese, Switzerland's oldest Alphorn or cowbell manufacturer, or the Swiss national sport Schwingen, have their origins in the Emmental and Interlaken area and are still an active part of daily life there. Let yourself be transported back in time and put your hands on old traditions and handcrafts in combination with Grandma's delicious treats.
And not only was it in the region of Bern where all these culinary delights were invented, Bern locals themselves seem to be born knowing how to enjoy life in all its many facets, from work and leisure to creativity and innovation. It's an open secret that the Bernese people are known to be the slowest Swiss people. There was a research that confirmed it by measuring the time people need to cross the street, and only Malawi and Bahrain were slower, which make us officially the most unhurried people in the Western Hemisphere. And this is really something we are proud of because to us we're not slow, we just take our time. So you will never feel stressed in Europe's most laid back capital city and the Bernese Oberland. Rather does it provide an excellent environment for innovative and fruitful meetings and team outings.
Did you know that it was exactly this Bernese environment that inspired Albert Einstein to develop his theory of relativity in the city of Bern? But Albert Einstein was not the only one inspired by our region. The spirit of innovation is omnipresent. Bern has renowned research centers and innovative industrial clusters, particularly in the fields of health and medicine, politics, energy, and sustainable development. In this context, there are many opportunities that range from technical visits to business exchange or guest speakers. Just let us know, and we are happy to support you. Many international writers and poets were enchanted and inspired by the lovely cities and the beautiful landscape of our region. Furthermore, 150 years ago, the British founder Thomas Cook invented the concept of package touring and took his very first guests to the Bernese Oberland. So it came about that the region of Interlaken established itself as a pioneer in international tourism. Our beautiful environment inspires until today, for instance, also as film location of the TV production Band of Brothers.
But first of all, you have to get to Bern and the region. Switzerland's capital city lies in the heart of the country, 1 hour from Zurich, for example, and in the middle of Europe. It can conveniently be reached, be it by train, car, airplane, or private jet. Furthermore, direct high-speed train connections to all major European cities are guaranteed. It takes, for example, 3 hours to Milan or 4 hours to Paris. And Interlaken and the Bernese Oberland are another 40 minutes drive or train ride away from Bern. And as you can see, Interlaken and Bern are ideal bases from where to discover all other major touristic sites of Switzerland.
Once you arrive in the region of Bern, it is very easy to get around. In Bern and Interlaken, most sites, hotels, and meeting venues are within walking distance. If you prefer public transportation, don't worry about tickets. Every hotel guest receives a guest card, which includes free use of public transportation within the destination and discounts on a bunch of activities as well as mountain top excursions.
In total, Bern and the Bernese Oberland offer nearly 300 hotels with more than 8,000 rooms. 61 of those are located in Interlaken and 47 hotels with about 2,500 hotel rooms in the city center of Bern. And now we would like to show you a handful of typical hotels which are completely different in terms of style. First of all, I would like to talk about the Bellevue Palace. The five-star Superior Grand Hotel is the official hotel of the Swiss government, hosting many international statesmen or sports stars such as Roger Federer. It belongs to Jungfrau Victoria Collection and is an official partner of leading hotels of the world, Virtuoso, Signature, Travel Leaders, Select Networks, etc. The Bellevue is an excellent hotel for incentive trips, meetings and banquets with a total of 16 event rooms, 2 restaurants and 2 bars. Also worth mentioning is the Terrace Restaurant with its magnificent view of the Aare and the Alps. Certainly a view not to be missed.
This traditional 5-star Superior Hotel is situated in the center of Interlaken. It is part of leading hotels of the world and offers 216 rooms as well as 20 conference rooms for up to 400 people. Aside from 2 bars and 3 restaurants, the Victoria Jungfrau provides a unique spa and tennis courts. The restaurant Sapori is famous for the fine traditions of Italian cuisine, and in summer, the outdoor terrace offers a breathtaking view of the famous Jungfrau Mountain.
The 5-star Superior Hotel Schweizerhof in Bern fuses majestic tradition with contemporary design at the most central location within the city of Bern. It belongs to the Bürgenstock collection and is part of leading hotels of the world and Swiss deluxe hotels. Among regular guests, also international top soccer teams or rock stars such as Marilyn Manson appreciate the sophisticated amenities of the hotel. The hotel offers 99 luxurious rooms and suites and a conference center with 12 rooms in total. The legendary gourmet restaurant, Jack's Brasserie, the cosmopolitan lobby lounge bar, the cigar lounge, the sky terrace, and an elegant spa complement the offer. Or what about the celebration in the venerable castle Hüningen or its vast park? The imposing castle is equipped for seminars and banquets for up to 120 participants. It's an ideal place for an incentive or a management seminar, just a 15-minute drive from Bern.
Do you love the proximity to open water? The 4-star Superior Hotel Seepark in Thun offers a perfect setting for your event, directly by Lake Thun, surrounded by the Shadow Park. Guests can enjoy a breathtaking view of the lake and mountains, and 17 modern seminar rooms as well as 91 rooms await you. Spa facilities as well as a gourmet restaurant complete the offer. If you ever wanted to be right on spot when ingredients and flavors are blended, at the chef's table in the hotel's kitchen, You can experience events as they happen while enjoying a 6-course menu.
Or do you prefer a more rural place, accessible in half an hour from Bern? The hilly landscape of the Emmental, known for its cheese, offers the relaxation and inspiration necessary for successful seminars. In addition, the Emmental is the ideal place for team excursions. One option would be the historic Landgasthof in Kemmeriboden-Bad. It's an unforgettable experience in winter, would be a team dinner in a cheese fondue in their igloos.
The romantic hotel Schweizerhof is your meeting location in the mountains. The hotel combines traditional style with an exclusive design. Modern conference rooms and the unique scenery of the Bernese Oberland are the perfect creative backdrop for your event. For exclusive events are 12 light-flooded conference and banquet rooms at your disposal. The restaurant Schmitte, with an elegant atmosphere and a classic cuisine, is the core of the Schweizerhof gastronomy.
The region of Bern and Interlaken offers a wide range of venues with a maximum capacity of 5,000 persons. Choose from historic vaulted cellar venues, fancy venues on the water, industrial chic, or venues with a spectacular view. The convention center Kursaal Bern boasts a spacious glass-fronted forum offering spectacular views of the Old Town and the Alps and a multifunctional arena for up to 1,500 persons. Along with that come an additional 29 conference rooms, 3 restaurants, the Grand Casino Bern, and the 4-star Superior Hotel Allegro. As of next autumn, the hotel will be run as a Swiss Hotel Kursaal Bern, part of the Accor Group, after a complete renovation. It is the ideal place for larger seminars or conventions in the heart of the city of Bern.
The Congress Center Kursaal Interlaken lies in the alpine setting of Interlaken. The modern architecture of the auditorium provides the perfect contrast to the historical rooms of the Kursaal. The Congress Center offers a variety of architectural features all in one place. A capacity for 1,500 people makes it suitable for almost any occasion. The Congress Center has 19 rooms altogether, all flooded with daylights. The Connected Speicher Folklore Restaurant is the perfect place for rustic, traditional, and down-to-earth company dinners, framed by a folklore show.
Centre Paul Klee in Bern is an architectural masterpiece and inspiring environment that houses painter Paul Klee's most important collection of artworks. In addition, 6 meeting and banquet rooms can accommodate up to 300 people. There are 3 creative workshops and a gourmet gastronomy that complete the offer. It's a place for meetings with a cultural touch.
The Grand Hotel Giesbach is a magical place for your event. This authentic hotel from the Belle Epoque offers well-equipped seminar rooms, magnificent ballrooms and bedrooms with antique furniture, amidst the natural surroundings of the cascading Giesbach Falls. The view over Lake Prince is just overwhelming.
A vaulted cellar experience is definitely a must while staying in the city of Bern. The Kornhaus Keller is the largest vaulted cellar and a national monument. It was used to store huge barrels of wine. A reception at Bern's longest bar or a gala dinner can accommodate up to 500 persons. It's certainly an unforgettable memory for the participants.
And let us hyphen the following. In Bern, it's not just all about cheese fondue. Apart from typical Swiss dishes, the restaurants offer specialities from all over the world, from simple to gourmet. Just one thing always stays the same: the typical Bernese hospitality, which is real, authentic, and laid back.
But of course, don't forget to spice up your event with an unforgettable culinary social program. Because one thing is clear, the best ideas seldom occur at the office. Your team will find new inspiration during one of our culinary team activities. Why does beer from a bottle taste different to beer from a glass? Find out why, plus much more on Bern's new beer tour. During the tour, a beer sommelier guides you around 14 selected local breweries and beer bars, from a very hip brewery to a popular cellar bar in the old town of Bern.
Are you more into wine? Why not discover the world of alpine wine growing during a short hike through the Spiez vineyard on Lake Thun? On the way, you will learn lots about wine growing before you will have the opportunity to taste local wine at a typical local wine cellar.
Watch a top chef at work, learn how to stir hops and malt, or roast your very own coffee blend with your team. You can make yourself a personalized souvenir at one of our workshops. How do they actually get those holes in the world famous Emmental cheese, or as you call it, Swiss cheese? Solve the mystery at the show dairy in the Emmental and make your very own wheel of cheese. There's space for up to 25 persons per group. Or are you more into sweets? Chocolate makes us happy, and trying your hand at being a chocolatier yourself is double the fun. Create your truffles, Easter bunnies, or chocolate high heels. A mouth-watering team activity, this is for up to 300 participants.
If you're more into hard stuff, the Swiss Mountain single malt is the thing for you. It dates back to the 19th century when a Scotsman explored the Interlaken region. This whiskey matures in the natural cave cellars of the Rugenbräu distillery for 4 years before it ages for another 6 years in the eternal ice high up at the Jungfraujoch.
And whether you light up the longest grill in the country or search for wild herbs down on your hands and knees, our tips for your next team dinner will certainly not produce yawns of boredom. You definitely should try chill food, a unique outdoor cooking experience that takes place in unusual spots such as glaciers, riverbanks, or alpine huts that serve as kitchens. Zero electricity, just fire, coals, team spirit, and delicious regional ingredients. This activity will once again remind your team in a very concrete way that less is often more.
Haven't you ever dreamed of a gala dinner with a special twist? In our region, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Whether it is your very own food festival with no long lines, an adventurous cheese fondue in a natural alpine cave, or an exquisite Italian tavolata in a historical castle cellar. If you prefer a relaxed program, why not hosting your gala dinner aboard a historical steamer on Lake of Thun and enjoy the magnificent alpine backdrop of the Bernese Oberland? Another option would be to enjoy the panoramic views of 200 mountain peaks, among them the famous Swiss skyline Eiger, Mönch, and Jungfrau, but also as far as Mont Blanc and the Black Forest during a festive dinner for up to 300 people at the revolving restaurant on Mount Schildhorn, Piz Gloria.
The region of Bern and Interlaken is always on the move. Here just some of our latest news. After 2 years of complete renovation, the Casino Bern reopened its doors in September with a totally new concept that combines innovative culinary events with cultural and business events. 5 different food concepts await you, from a French bistro bar to a Japanese chef's table and a historic guild table. The hotel business is also constantly evolving. By the end of 2020, the city of Bern will have an additional 650 hotel rooms on offer. For example, 2 new economy design hotels that will open in the city of Bern next year, Moxie by Marriott and the Price Hotel by Radisson. They are dedicated to the new generation of travelers with a modern concept that combines contemporary design and a home-like atmosphere for a fair price. And as part of the complete renovation of the Best Western Hotel Bern, A new sky lounge with terrace is planned, which will be available all year round as of next spring.
The City Hotel Oberland in Interlaken presents a new concept for the well-being feeling. The hotel will be remodeled until the end of March 2020, with modern hotel rooms, an open lobby concept with restaurant and bar, as well as lounges and an open service culture. Until December 2020, the Grindelwald-Männlichen Cableway and Jungfrau Railways are building a V-cableway to the Eigergletscher and Männlichen, starting from Grindelwald Grund. Travel time to the Jungfraujoch and the ski region will be shortened by 47 minutes. The terminal in Grindelwald will also be a shopping center with a 1,000 spaces car park.
And last but not least, we're on the move too. Our team at the CVBs of Bern and Interlaken bring all regional service providers under one roof, so you have one single point of contact when it comes to your events in our area. So please let us know how we can support you, and we're more than happy to do so. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you so much, ladies. So I hope that all the listeners have been able to be convinced that Bern should definitely be considered for your next event. I personally can say it is one of my favorite cities, and as you've heard, it's not just the capital of Switzerland, but it's also the capital of many other things, such as beer breweries and other interesting facts too. So since it's that time of the day and the ladies have eagerly been waiting, I'm not quite sure if they will go to one of those lovely wine bars, rooftops, or beer breweries. But whatever it is, thank you so much for presenting to us here in North America today. And before they are off, let us just check if there's anything in the chat box. Nobody seems to have any questions today, but by all means, here are our contact details. So if you do have any questions, you can reach out to us, calling us or sending us an email. And we also post on LinkedIn and Twitter regularly with updates, some fun facts, what have you on Switzerland. So stay tuned. And for those of you that do enjoy our webinars, we have the date set for next year. We're just finalizing the destinations and our partners, but here are the dates, and we'll be sending that out earlier on in the year too for you to register. So with no further delay and the swift timing, we are just making it to our 35 minutes dead on time. So thank you for your time today, for listening to us. If you do have any feedback you'd like to share, please send that to us too, as we're all about improving and making this better and better as we go along. So thank you, everybody, and see you all soon, we hope. Have a good day and a good evening, ladies.
Bye-bye. Have a lovely day. See you soon in Bern. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.